Join our talks, I say. Rational discussion will gust away the ominous smoke rising from Ashen Maw.
Anikaza gestures to you with an open palm.
The Deadfire is no stranger to cataclysm. We can survive by cleaving to a shared purpose, a greater good, Akira.
She looks to each of the envoys in turn.
For what else did the gods place us here? We who have ships and resources enough to make a difference.
Castor glances around the room at the gathered parties, his brows climbing.
What we need is brass. Rawatai has ships and cannons aplenty, but the only way I'm sending them is if...
She breaks off at the boom of a door slamming open. Commotion echoes from the entrance hall as everyone turns their noses towards the noise. Her hand strays to her gun. The sound of approaching footsteps grows in volume as a courier scrambles into the throne room, panting and glistening with sweat. His mouth opens and closes like a fish, gasping desperately for breath.
Ships have formed the blockade around Queen's Birth. Their commander demands parley with Serpent's Crown.
What? But what about our ships? I must get a message through to the captains.
For what do our enemies paint a target on their hull? This is a stirring bid for my attention.
Anikaza narrows her gaze past the open door.
Send word to my water shapers to drain the sea around the flagship. I would parley on better terms than this.
Anikaza begins to rise, but a courier speaks up ahead of her.
My queen! They fly the colors of pirates! The Principe are...
Well, what have we here?
A confident voice booms from the open door. Hey, it's Aldous. You thought so, Felikas? Yeah, it felt that way to me too. The motley sailors who don't hold the Wana guards at bay with drawn weapon take in some of the more opulent decorations with avid interest. One pirate separates out from the fold, sauntering boldly forward.
Forgive me, Lovesome, but it looks like you're having a party. A rather fine one to which you didn't invite me.
She winks, soul net glinting in the light as she cocks her pistol high above her head.
You painted vagrants are a plague on my tribes. Why should I not hang you from the walls of my garden?
Anikaza grips the handrest of her throne as if ready to vault up and attack.
You should be asking yourself how they got in here in the first place.
She glowers in the direction of the throne.
Oh, I do love when they squabble. But I'm here for neither pleasantries nor entertainment. We've bigger fish to fry. Or should I say gods?
A determined-looking guard inches closer to Aldous from the edge of the court. Without looking, the Principe captain swivels her pistol to aim straight at his chest.
Now everyone just calm down. I promise we won't fire on you at this time. Unless firstly provoked. That is, until once we've safely absconded from the city back to the high seas.
She grins magnanimously.
Then all bets are off again. Aye?
Yes, well, if you have a point, pirate, I suggest you reach it quickly.
We're supposed to take a bunch of pirates at their word?
She crosses her arms, the wooden hand groaning.
Right you are. However...
The narrow-eyed look she settles on the room is more than a little bloodthirsty.
I'm here because I've got questions, ones that can't wait. And the Lovesome Watcher's the only one likely to answer them nicely.
Listen.
Perkamplanka, this is nonsense. I have no intention of letting Ukaizo fall into the hands of plunderers and thieves.
Ukaizo? What's the lost city of gold got to do with a god on a rampage?
Using the barrel of her gun, she tips her hat back curiously. Eothas is going there to break the reincarnation cycle.
Well, fuck if that doesn't put things into perspective. But what's that even mean in the long run? Folks who die won't be coming back again.
Maybe not at first, but eventually Aura will be starved for life. Well, actually, it's possible. I don't know. That isn't exactly common.
This is all dark and foreboding sounding. But what's it mean for my soul? I mean, I like the idea of pirating throughout the Great Beyond as much as the next gal. But if, say, I got no awareness after I die, does it even matter what happens?
Hold on, guys. Sorry, guys. Sammy was meowing a lot, and he hasn't done that since we came back from the hospital, so I wanted to make sure that he was okay and it wasn't, like, something worse. But he's just, like, I guess because Van is sleeping, so I guess he was kind of, like, wondering where everybody was.
Ak, of course you have no interest past that of your eyes and your stomach. Let us speak now of what can be done. Must be done. Watcher, you know best of all of us what our options are. Well, nothing? Shoderi. We have so many minds and resources at our disposal. I refuse to believe we can do nothing.
But I don't want to do anything. That's the thing. I hope the game gives me the option of not stopping Eothas. Probably
We have
not,
to act
but...
quickly. Defending Ukaizo is the highest priority.
A pensive, focused look sharpens the lines on her face. She scratches her cheek with the fingers of her wooden hand.
Our ships are fast and well-equipped. We could sail to the edge of Andra's mortar. See if Eothas' passage opens a way through the storms.
She narrows her eyes, watching the others.
Of course, finding Ukaizo once we're through is another matter.
But I don't wanna! Good luck finding him without me. I just happen to know his bearing.
That's so. You just might be able to save us.
I don't want to save you. She scratches her chin, an eager glimmer in her eyes.
We speak of collectively sailing for Andra's mortar, but this crown will not support any plan that involves a single outsider ship landing on the shores of Ukaizo.
A hush falls across the room as Onikaza makes her proclamation.
It is for this moment that the gods test me. Anyone who seeks to cross Andra's mortar will learn that the gates of Ukaizo are the end of compromise with the Huana.
Listen.
I think I'm getting the gist of it now.
She rubs the barrel of her gun under her jaw thoughtfully, then she crooks you a cunning grin.
While these witless princocks go at each other's throats, we Principi will cut through the storms and plunder the City of Gold. Whatever Eothas is seeking in those ruins, we'll find it. and then we'll sell it to the highest bidder. That, or me and mine will have front row seats to the end of the world.
If the Huana cannot take back our beginning, then our end fast approaches. The gods will judge us by our devotion to Ukaizo.
Are you going to guard it as closely as you've guarded your palace today?
She shoots a meaningful stare at the pirates.
Ukaizo was yours once, and you lost it. Meanwhile, the storms that cover Andra's mortar plague Rauatai too. We will help the Watchers stop Aethys, but we will not leave our country's future in soft hands. We hope the Watcher agrees.
She nods to you.
Watcher, there are two kinds of people in the Deadfire. Those who have called it home since time immemorial, and opportunists.
Onikaza glares at the assembled dignitaries.
With Ukaizo under our control, the Huana would restore order as it has not been seen since the days of our ancestors.
She nods, slowly holding your gaze all the while.
Order. And the only question is whether it will be the order of ignorance and tradition, or else of conquest. The secrets to be found in Ukaizo could elevate us all beyond the telling. I will not relinquish that dream so easily.
With that, Castle turns to stride away, shoulders set in a rigid line. Without so much as a final farewell, Eldis tips her head to her armed crew, and the pirates withdraw as swiftly as they arrive.
Watcher, I say the time to play at freelancing is at an end. Any of us could get you to Ukaizo, but only one of us will stand by your side.
Studying you carefully, Onikaza nods and gestures for her attendants to clear the room.
Let's speak, Watcher, while we have the chance. I say it is not every day that a ship pulls into port from Margaren's teeth. You are not too singed, I hope.
Arui looks you up and down, clearly impressed.
Our enemies scramble for
Okay,
kite,
Felikaz.
dropping all pretense of strategy and
All
attack
good.
in haste.
I have questions about you and the Yuana.
Ikera, both topics I know well.
Arui smiles and inclines his head. Oh, no, it's fine.
Ishi, are you staring at the captain? That's my job. Stand down, little soldier.
Will no one help me?
Perhaps in a day or two. Prince Haruihi enjoys wild tales.
Well now, if there were any woman here worthy of a grand reception, the guards here will not listen. Will you, ma'am? Myself? I am no lord save upon the deck of my ship. And she is lost.
What's the matter?
I lost my crew. All but myself and the bosun, yet nobody will listen. Not the Queen, nor the trading companies. Too busy waging war upon each other to pay mind to a rudderless captain. They don't understand. It's not just me. What lies out there, it'll swallow us all up if it isn't stopped.
What do you mean?
It were unnatural. The Antelope were a fine ship, and we sailed her out east, out of Kahanga waters and into the great wet country. Bright sky and a good wind. Until the fog came. We were boarded before we knew it. Men, things like men that howled like demons. They cut down half my crew, took the rest. Gods forgive me, but if I'd stayed to look on, I'd never have made it to the launch. But we saw it. After the fog cleared and the ship was gone, a spit of land, bristling with the wreckage of other unfortunates. A finer crew I'll not find than that which served upon the Antelope. All dragged into the fog, like the gods plucked them off the deck.
That's terrible, I'm sorry.
Aye. I'll not forget it so long as I live. I am a landlocked wretch with no ship and no crew. But you are a captain of bold repute, and the day may come you sail out to that same isle, with beached ships all around. You have listened well. Here, go you now prepared. And should you ever come upon my crew, do what you can for them.
Gotta remember that story for scaring little kids.
It's fine, we're gods.
Okay. Hey, dude, what's up, dude? I kind of hate that I have to. You see a billowing cloud of smoke behind the house ahead of you. That I have to stop any of this. Like, I really wish the game would be like, oh, you have the choice to not stop him. In the higher reaches of Neketaka, slanting shanties and buildings of foreign design fall away to be replaced by colorful open homes with wide wooden doors boasting intricate reliefs. Rather than pester you for a bit of coin or a bite of food, the children here try to sell you tickets to a play or extol the benefits of the public bath. You turn a corner and plunge into commotion. One of the great homes crackles before you, completely ablaze. Most of them want to stare, enraptured by the flames, but a few cry out or run from the fire brigade. Examine the house. The home seems no different than others in the district, though perhaps a bit larger than average. Bright blue paint, flecked with white accent, peels over sturdy stone, where it hasn't already been blackened by the fires. The large front door are open, coughing smoke into the street, and you think you can make out shadowy movement within. Fresh torches lies on the heaves above. It seems this was the work of arsonists. Freeze. By that chance, and you feel the balmy tropical air plunge into coolness. The powerful blast of cold extinguishes the torch, leaving a slick coal of rime on the eaves around them, but the flames have already spread into the depths of the home, into the house. You plunge through the open doors, an arm raised protectively over your mouth. Smoke surrounds you and the heat plucks at your skin, curling your air. Then you see the bodies. Sprawled out into the main room are three corpses, two lying on the floor, wounds from small thin blade still oozing blood. A third is draped over a long low chair, her body punctured by crossbow bolts. Investigate for clues. A faint trail of bloody footprints marks a path towards the back of the house. Search for the presence of spirits. You open your watcher senses, seeking the presence of spirits. You feel pain buffeting you, the stabbing agony of blades biting into your skin, the heavy strikes of crossbow bolts. You hear footsteps. The gullet bastard who killed you, fleeing through the back door. The essence of the spirit roils dangerously, fed by the physical flames and feeding them in return. The vision fades. Loot the bodies. It seems someone got the bodies before you. Their purses have been cut from their belts, their jewels roughly torn from their fingers and ears. Pursue the arsonist out the back. You burst through the back door and into an almost abandoned street. A group of ragged kith holding torches are the only people present. You note one of them holds a bulging sack stained with blood. One of the kith, a broad-shouldered human in a tight-fitting mask, scowls. Got ourselves a hero, it seems. Sadly for you, the boss were clear on us leaving no witnesses. You've seen their type before hanging around the Rio. By the way they handled themselves, you infer that they were most likely hired by him. Grinning, the thugs draw their weapons, spreading to surround you. The hero and I have a history. Sheath those weapons and I'll forget you drew them. A heavily built Amawa uncrosses his thick arms and raises a hand. Ikera, it's that watcher, isn't it? The masked man blinks from him to you. Shino, he jerks his head towards the building. These fools owed Dario too much for too long. We're just reclaiming what's his. You should get out of here. The leader's bro knits, but he gives you a curt nod. With a final uncertain glance, the arsonists flee into the shadowed alley. You glance back at the smoldering house before continuing down the street. Quick save. Hard save. Oh, and dude, it's all good, man. Thank you so much, though. I really do appreciate it. You're 3 cents? That's so unfortunate. That sounds like my life as well. Sounds like me. Okay, so what's the main mission now? Whew. But dude, I hate that I have to. I really, really do. We're just short to get a Dragon Wind Sail. We're just short of it. That's 1,000. How much is it per? Wait, how much? 7? Ew. Oh, 20 per. There we go. That's much better. We're getting closer. We need about 5,000 more. A 1,000 more. We're getting close. So close. Well, actually... Oh, we can. Wow. We have 12. We have 12 left. Okay. So now what? Okay. So I'm going at it alone. But we need to, what, go here maybe? I don't know. I don't know. Where do we cross here? No, we can't cross here. There's island here. That apparently don't show even on the map. I don't quite understand this, but whatever. Oh, you want to fight me, bro? Really? What's the ideal? Ah, 350. Ugh. Dream Trip, thank you so much for that host. Ow. Yeah, there we go. Why am I so unlucky? There we go. They're done for. Well, thank you. Now we'll just repair if you don't mind. We'll also sell stuff so we can get a little money back. Great. Now we can resupply. Thank you. Sweet. Sweet. Now let's go.
You find yourself in cold,
Oh,
suffocating
of course.
darkness.
I forgot about these guys.
There is a familiar weight in your hand. A lantern. It sputters to life, and the world shifts into focus. A staircase spirals endlessly below you. With nowhere else to go, you start down. On every landing stands a door, each one stranger than the last. Some are clear, made from glass or Audra. Others still are locked with chains and bars, or stand ajar, spilling inky gloom across the steps at your feet. You hear the ringing of a small bell far above you. It is joined by another, then another. The ringing rushes down the staircase with all the strength of a river. Your lantern sputters out and you are carried down into the dark. The torrent deposits you in front of an open door carved in the constellations of Aora. Each star indicated by a small golden stud. You step inside. A wave of blistering heat hits you. Then a seesaw.
There they are.
wind. Divine voices boom and screech. Their words shake the platform beneath you, shake the very air around you. The gods are fighting.
Lay your blame elsewhere, Wodika. I won't suffer your arguments any longer.
Magrin looms large before you, an accusing finger leveled at the melted visage of Wodika. Wodika screws her mouth into a sneer.
You fool! If only we had attacked him when I first proposed it.
Accusations drip bitter as bile from her tongue.
Say nothing.
Wal smiles.
Enmity and animus, Watcher. Two old songs we sing in well-practiced harmony. Unable to reach accords, we compete to see who shouts best shake Aora.
The pallid knight looks down at you, a frown etched deep in her otherwise statue-still features.
I am afraid we are not at our best.
The Watchers return. Perhaps we should hear what she has to say.
Helia's birds chatter anxiously among themselves. Wal's many eyes alight on each god in turn.
We make little enough progress on our own.
They say, a wry smile contorting their alien features.
Progress, are you planning something new?
We try, but agreement eludes us.
Andra's storm-dark eyes swivel to meet yours.
Is there nothing we can do?
Magrin glances at the pallid night from the corner of her eye. After a thoughtful pause, she speaks.
The time has come for us to seize the power we have long left untouched, and absorb our scattered children.
Andra nods, her lure bobbing bright.
Terrible though it would be, perhaps you are right.
Didn't Magrin mention this once before?
I did, and I was scolded like a child for my terrible audacity.
A curl of steam rises from her nose. The pallid knight looks on, impassive.
Should we be killed, we may possess the bodies of our godlike children. Or should we face a force too powerful to stand against, we can absorb their souls, granting us additional strength.
You mean Pelagina and Tekehu?
Helia's wayward daughter and Andra's precious son, yes. They would die. Them and thousands of others.
The pallid knight speaks with the chilly temperance possessed only by the god of death.
Who's good, yours?
We are your gods, forged of thousands upon thousands of willing souls sacrificed on the altar of progress. Yes, our good is greater, but the time for that plan has long passed us by.
Are we to keep nothing for ourselves? Not a single secret retained? Not a solitary mystery?
Magrin elbows one of Wal's floating eyes away.
Aethys will lay bare our every secret soon enough. What is one or two revealed now? But we get ahead of ourselves. First, the Watcher must get to Ukaizo, and that will be a trial all its own.
Right, because I haven't had one of those lately.
Magrin smiles.
And more are yet to come.
The Guardian of Ukaizo has stood watch over that place for millennia. It will not stand aside, not even for Bareth's herald.
Helia, who had been lost in quiet, anxious conversation with her birds, breaks in.
It yet lives.
Of course. Our progenitors crafted it.
A pair of Helia's finches come to join Wal's floating eye. They hover just out of Magrin's reach and swoop in to poke her when she's not looking.
Oh, that's great!
And the Watcher will be forced to reckon with it if she wishes to confront Aethys.
The birds at last linger too long, and Magrin slaps them away. They burst into a cloud of essence, then reform and fly in a screeching chorus back to Helia.
The Guardian of Ukaizo, question mark.
A creature crafted by the Ingwithans to protect the machinery of reincarnation. It doesn't care much for visitors.
Will you divulge our every secret to the kith, Magrin?
Magrin shrugs.
If it suits me.
Go prepared, Watcher. The Guardian will not stand aside, not even for the Herald of Bareth.
Won't Aethys take care of it?
It is not one of Galawain's mindless beasts. It has a heart and a mind, and it will throw neither away to oppose Aethys. And Aethys will not fight the creature. It would prove little more than a distraction for him, especially as my tsunami and Magrin's volcano couldn't stop him.
And why can't you just get rid of it?
It is its own creature, Watcher. It does not listen to us.
There is another topic we have yet to address.
The pallid knight holds up one gauntleted hand and the other gods fall silent.
Tell me, Watcher, where do you stand?
Shit.
What do you think of Aothas' scheme to destroy the wheel?
Okay, I'm gonna answer truthfully. It's a long time coming. Kit will finally know what a bunch of frauds you all are.
You're a fool to trust him. He does not have your best interests at heart.
Aothas loves the mortals more than any of us. He has always been their greatest champion. He believes Kith will rise to his challenge. I am not so sure, but I look forward to watching them try.
How did Aothas fool you all? You're the most powerful beings in the era.
He found our blind spot and exploited it admirably. By the time we even had a hint of what it was he intended, it was already too late to stop him.
If we still had our bodies, we could oppose him.
Wodika balls her bony hands into fists and glares long at Andra.
Do not lay your blame on me. We set them aside after I killed Abaddon, it is true, but you did not fight the decision then.
She turns her back on Wodika then, and looks instead to the Pallid Knight.
What if Aothas is right, and Kith succeed in rebuilding the wheel? What then?
We'll learn and grow as Aothas intends.
Wal's many eyes bounce and blink in quiet delight.
That would be quite amusing indeed.
And what if they fail? Then they die. And so do we. We have to help them.
Helia's voice rises, near to panic. Wodika drives her fist into her hand.
Help them! We should finally bring them to heel!
The Pallid Knight raises a hand and stares at Wodika until she falls silent.
Watcher, Aothas yet values your counsel.
The Pallid Knight's eyes bore into yours.
An impassioned plea from the Hound of Aothas may still temper his actions. Confront him at Ukaizo.
I don't owe you anything anymore.
Only your life.
A faint smile plays at the corner of the Pallid Knight's lips.
Time moves swiftly away from us now.
The Pallid Knight spreads her hands before her.
Go, Watcher. Do what you must.
The edges of your vision begin to dim. Like a sun setting, twilight encroaches on your mind.
Wait, what happens if I fail to convince Aothas of anything?
You will not fail.
The Pallid Knight conjures a blinding white light in her palm that swiftly grows to engulf the room. Then, the crack of thunder rends the air, and you feel the floor drop out beneath you. You come to flat on your back, staring at an all too familiar ceiling. Alone, once again.
I mean, yeah, sure. Honestly, I really want Aothas to succeed now. Even more so than before,
Yeah.
it feels like.
Tell me what's on your mind. I'm glad we talked.
Except we didn't talk. I want to talk to... She's not here? Where's she? There she is.
So, it's to be Ukaizo. The last great arena of this contest. If you believe that sort of thing.
Maya glances away, sniffing.
Planting a flag in the sands of Ukaizo is a great way to hang a target on your back.
Afraid of danger all of a sudden?
I just want to know that we're doing this for the right reason. So far, I'm unconvinced. Until I see Ukaizo for myself, it's a bedtime story. Let the poets hang their hopes on a dream. Rauatai's navy should be better than this.
Sounds like you have personal reservations.
Ukaizo isn't a fortress in the path of shipping lanes. We don't even know if this mythical island has any defensive value.
Maya throws her arms up. Ichiza dances back with ruffled feathers in an irritated squawk.
When this campaign is spread across razor-thin margins, how does the company plan on sustaining a garrison half the world away in uncharted seas? All the powers imagine that Ukaizo is a symbol for control, and they're willing to bet everything that they're right.
What does Ukaizo mean to you?
Ukaizo has fooled everyone into sacrificing and compromising for the ultimate prize of what? Getting there first? Even if we succeed, not everyone's gonna make it back to sing the tale of lost Ukaizo.
Ukaizo means something different to everyone. All the more reason to get there first.
If only to prove them all wrong at once. Thanks for letting me squawk in your ear like a Shiza after too much shark meat. I needed that.
Maya sighs and cracks her necks with both hands.
Go on, then.
Okay. Sure. Let's go. Dude, we have such a big crew now. Oh my god. The crew is immense. There's so many people downstairs, and then I go upstairs and I'm like, oh, it's going to be like 2 people on deck. No, there's like tons of people on deck. This is insane. Right, so we want to go, what, here? Hee-ho. There's plenty of ocean to sail and many lands to explore, but what lies ahead of you dwarfs them all. Should you choose to sail on, you suspect there will be no return, not to the Deadfire you have come to know. Go back for a second, I want to save. So this truly is the end. This truly is the end. I wonder though, I hate leaving a game unfinished. It pisses me off. I just hate that, like, the difficulty slider was messed up. Like, I'm so sad. Oh well. Wait, no. Did I hard save? I think I did, right? Yes, I did. Okay. I just wanted to make sure I hard saved and not only quick saved. You set course through the channel and into uncharted turbulent seas. The storm of Undra's mortar encompassed the visible horizon. Hurricane's winds roar like an imprisoned beast, blowing with enough force to warp the very seas. Past the curtain of rain and above the swell of waves, you can just barely perceive the outline of colossal adder pillars. Sail into the storm. No sooner does the shuriken head into the turbulent waters than you catch sight of a ship speeding after you, its sails flapping violently in the wind. Someone has followed you. It remains to be seen whether they can keep up, but for now the storms is concerning enough. Headscarves whipping in the wind, Beodolf frowns. Gods, Captain, if I'd known, any of us had known. With a shake of the head, the mariner chuckles. Damn. Eldengrim stands at the rail. Much as I hate agreeing with Beodol, damn, there ain't no chance for what lies ahead. Perch on the rail, one hand clinging to the ringing. Juliek Longfrost laughs, lip curling over uneven teeth. You kidding? This be exactly the kind of shit I signed on for. The hand howls into the wind. A hand falls on your shoulder and you turn to see grim Cauldron. We go now where gods would not have us tread, yet their skein guided us here, inexorable and inconvertible. The hand's smile balances on the knife's edge between comforting and quieting. Have faith. Both hands on the wheel, Oswald stares out across the white caps. We're really doing this, ain't we? Setting sail into the Mordor itself. Gods help us. Rory, thank you so much for the host. Hey, Enrage. No, it's working, but some zones, it tells me that the enemies are like 1 star ahead of me, then I get there and they're 3 stars ahead of me. And other places it says that it's on my level, but then enemies are 3 or 4 stars ahead of me. And sometimes enemies are 3 to 4 stars ahead of me, like, you know, difficulty wise. So like they're 4 levels higher than my character. I can kill them like that. And some other times I have like all enemies are my level and one single enemy that is 1 level above me, and we can't even kill that guy. Like it's inconsistent and broken and weird, and it's probably due to like, because they had to patch the difficulty slider a lot, so I'm just hoping that it's not my save that's kind of fucked forever, or if they can just patch it in, I guess, and then fix it later on. So the goal is to finish the story now, and whenever they release expansions and stuff, we'll just reload the save right before we go into this part. And then we'll fix it. We'll play like the DLC and all the quests and stuff. Like hopefully it fixes it by then. You know what? Actually, I shouldn't even be doing this. Why am I even going in there? I should not be doing this. I should be waiting for the DLC, see if they fix the slider, complete all the side quests, and then go in the main storyline thing. Because I'm gonna have to reload prior to the storyline anyway. Yeah, let's not do this, guys. Let's not finish it. Executive decision, we're not finishing it. We're waiting for the next DLC or the expansion, and we'll do that. And yeah, because that's just stupid. I shouldn't be doing this.